That's what we were talking about earlier. We had a discussion about this. It's like they built that game to where you had to basically play and fail to figure out what the problem, how to do it. Because back then, when that game came out, you didn't really have anything because it was like arcade, and then Super Nintendo came out. You didn't have like YouTube and all that stuff to actually look into like how to defeat this boss or anything like that. Battletoads just like came out and said, "Yeah, screw you, figure it out." Like, like especially like the racing part, it's basically just crashing, dying over and over again. And then after your lives, you only had, I forget what it was. You have 3 lives, I think. You die those instantly, and you start all the way back. There's no continues. You have to start all the way back. So you got to remember that, like remember the phases for like that, especially that part. Every part of that game was
That
just
was
basically built up to screw you.
That's also interesting because it was actually made by one of my favorite, I want to say, developers, which was Rare. They made Donkey Kong 64. They made Banjo Kazooie, Banjo Tooie. They made
Oh,
Viva
rare. Yeah.
Pinata. Yeah, Rare is legendary. And also I want to say innovative in the gaming community, but sadly they didn't last.
Well, I'll say, like, I'll pin, like, take the same people, put them, like, in the time period back then. Like, I would say,
Yeah,
like, N64 PS1 area, I would say they were more talented because BioWare went from making great games like Baldur's Gate to making Anthem.
well, Rare back then.
If they kept
I,
Anthem first person, it would have been a much better game.
Shut up.
Rare definitely
How
was
about
more
that
talented
immersion?
back then because at that time they were still like competing or well putting out games on like the Atari and Sega and all these old consoles, N64 things like that. But I feel like a lot of their games were innovative for the time, and they don't really get enough credit for that. But yeah,
Yeah, that was up. I mean, I hated that game so much.
We have another special question, and this actually came from an audience member, and they're very curious only because it popped up in a debate for them. Is Sora from Kingdom Hearts owned by Square Enix or Disney?
Well, Sora is a Disney princess, so.
Rare.
Well, there you
I
have
would
it.
say
There it is.
I would say they are they're owned by Square Enix.
I don't know, man.
But
Disney has their overbearing hand of being Disney.
Well,
oh
I'm gonna say, just to answer it, it's Sora is owned by both. Did Disney contract Square Enix to make Kingdom Hearts? Absolutely. And I guess it's
yes,
a cooperation of using their IP characters in their games. Like notable characters like Winnie the Pooh, Cinderella, so on and so forth.
Tarzan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like that.
Okay.
But see, the thing with Sora is that he's an original made character for Kingdom Hearts alongside Kairi and Riku.
Is Riku really original? I mean, we've seen a bunch of characters like it. No, I'm joking.
You're right.
but
We got Justin Bieber.
I can also say the same thing for characters that were in Organization 13 because some of them are from Final Fantasy, right?
I mean, well, I'll say Nomura likes to go ahead and read certain character features. Oh my god, Final Fantasy 14.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Wait a second, is that Zemnis? What?
Oh wow. Oh, if I might, I got some notes here. I was gonna add in my top 10 hardest games playing back in the old days for old systems, like for Super just for Super Nintendo, just for Super Nintendo.
I was gonna say how old are we talking about?
We're
here?
we're talking about Super Nintendo, okay? All Super Nintendo games. And I'm sure you.
What year is that?
Every year was different. Because these are the. I don't remember the. I don't remember I don't remember. Wait, you talking about when the Super Nintendo come out?
I think so.
No, I just mean like what
No.
what years are we
Okay,
going?
let's say like Ninja Gaiden and Contra kind of phases. I
Ninja
never did.
Gaiden was an amazing game.
Yeah, and that's definitely on there. Ninja Gaiden was number one. It, to me, was one of the hardest damn games to play.
Oh,
Or
of
to
course.
actually beat.
It was regarded
It
as
was
one of the
ridiculous. You started all the way. It was one of those games they just knew. It's like, oh, you're dead. Start all the way back. You don't get no extra lives. You're dead. You go back. You start over.
I can put that up there with Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh yeah, Ghosts and Goblins is gonna be my number 3rd. Yeah, that's terrible. F-Zero. I don't know if you guys ever played F-Zero.
I know about F-Zero. I never played F-Zero though, sadly.
I can't say I have the pleasure either.
God, well, yeah, sort of old. That was a crazy racing game. It was just like straight up and down, but it was terribly hard. Like the controls were terrible. You would slide all over the place, fly off the road, off the map, no matter what. You just blow up. Like if you go off the curb a little bit, you blow up. You're dead. You start over. that's the way. It was relentless. They didn't give a shit.
The only thing I know about that game is that okay, so to me, F-Zero reminded me of like a bootleg speed racer.
Yep.
That's where Captain Falcon came from. So that's all I really know.
But it was the foundation for like Super Mario, like their Super Mario Kart.
He was one of the main characters that came over from F-Zero because it was owned by Nintendo, obviously.
Yep, definitely, and
Like
Racer. Ridge
Bootleg
Speed Racer, yeah.
Contra too.
Nickelodeon Speed Racer episode. TV show.
Could you beat Contra without using the code? And everybody knew that code. What was it?
I doubt
up,
that.
down, left, right.
Up, down, left, right, B8.
See, this is a thing that everybody would know. Like it's so funny. You can.
It became
the
Konami.
Yeah, exactly.
Iconic.
Great damn game. Oh, and I'm gonna throw this out there. This is not Super Nintendo, but number 1 hardest game for Nintendo: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. F that game.
I was going to say something far worse than that.
Wait, you have something far worse than that?
It's not a good game, but it's called Superman 64.
Superman
64.
God. I mean,
that's where he's flying through the rings. That's where he's flying through the rings.
What? I don't know. What is this? I don't know if I've ever played that.
Oh,
Good,
boy.
keep it that way.
You don't
Oh, dude, this
is
bad when I type in Superman 64 in Google and it says how many copies did they actually sell. That's the number 1 comment. Is it that bad?
You don't want to play it?
You have to fly through rings. So what is it like? Tails?
Yes.
Like dark. What was it? Dark Tales or something like that. Night.
Oh,
Night
Bob, I
Tales?
have not avoided any of those. Those are noteworthy games that are extremely difficult. I am familiar with Silver Surfer.
Oh, Silver Surfer? Get out of here! Oh, that's up there. Wait. What about Bart versus what was it? Bart versus aliens or Bart versus the world, or Punch Out?
Oh, talking about a difficult game. Dark
Sounds
Souls.
not hard.
Yeah, once you learn I mean, it's still you have to learn. You have to learn by dying a million times.
Nah.
All right, guys, we're gonna start our
Never died. It's
favorite part of the podcast, and that is the Q&A. So for anyone that is watching, whether it be on the 5 streams that are streaming right now, feel free to ask away the questions. Bob, I know you had a bunch lined up, so go ahead and prepare your questions. Flacito in the audience, if you have a question, you're more than welcome to state your question as well. I will begin with that there are questions for Gemini, Loki, and Rin.
Here we go.
Rin!
All right, so we'll begin with. Fine, we'll begin with Rin.
Oh.
Why, hello.
Were you just coughing, or were you, you know?
Yeah, I was just coughing. Nothing else.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't mess up anything. What was the question?
The question to Rin is frames important in Nintendo games?
Yes.
And they're asking why.
I would say that a game playing well is always important.
Right, but
Can you elaborate on that?
specifying Nintendo games in general because, like, I think some Nintendo games don't like have really like they don't. Not all Nintendo games is 60 frames, is it?
No, but I would argue that I would argue that it would be important. Is the game not better if it runs at a smooth high frame rate, objectively?
I'm looking at you, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
There's another question for you, Rin. Sorry. Hey, yo, Rin, stop capping. We know that you fap off to your porn games.
Okay.
They calling you out, fam.
All right. So one, the closest thing, like the only visual novel that I have that had, well, the only one I ever played that actually had nudity in it was Katawa Shoujo. That's the only one I ever played with nudity.
I don't want to make anyone search that up.
It's not horrible. It's not.
Can they even
bad.
spell it?
But like that's the only one I ever played that had nudity in it. Other than that, the only other like visual novels I play are okay. So I'm a big romance anime nerd. So yeah, I do like playing a lot of visual novels, romance based. But I do expressly avoid the ones that have the nudity tag, which is sad because Steam constantly recommends them to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it only takes one search to just be like.
And I guess there's a few in my library because, like, I know I got from Humble Bundle Haiti, which is apparently a booby ass game, which I didn't know about.
What the hell?
Haiti, it's like I think you're a robot and you have like this giant ass that the camera seems to want to center on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
We actually have a question from Bob. It's a question for the entire group. To a briefly popular game released on PS4, PS5, PC called Stray, do you think the game would have been as effective if they instead released a similar game featuring a dog doing dog-like actions? By effective, I mean sold well, talked about a lot, etc.
America is a primarily dog-focused culture rather than cat-focused.
I think it would have done fine, honestly, if it was a dog or a cat. Yeah, I think the takeaway from the game is that it's in a dystopian-ish kind of background where you get separated from the other strays and you're trying to reconnect with them while also, you know, searching around what is left of this kind of world that is now just inhabited by robots. It's a cool game. Can beat it in like 2 hours, but
2 hours, not worth. No, I'm joking.
Real.
I don't know. I was just looking at it right now, and I would play it. It's like I might have never heard of this game. It's got a meow meow. It's got a meow meow.
Wow, there's actually multiple questions about this one. I guess I'm part of the question too, but this is also towards Gemini and Rin. So effectively, does that make Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors a fighting game?
No, because it's not focused.
No.
I would say no because it's not focused on battle.
Because they wrote in retort to Uren, Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors does indeed have combos and combo like systems in their games. Maybe not all, but their games.
Are we talking about Dynasty Warriors 6? Would we say that not all? But
Not
do you
not
mean Dynasty Warriors 1?
Well,
Because
I will add to this saying like I can't say that Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors are fighting games. Yes, there's fighting in it, but it's more of a hack and slash. I would say.
it's a beat 'em up.
it's both. It's both.
So I would say because what I like a core point component of I say the main core component of a fighting game is that there's an intimate battle at close quarters. I would
Yes.
between characters two characters. I would say controlled. Yeah, I would say controlled. Because I would say it's not a fighting game. A fighting game where you can't play against another person isn't a fighting.
I can agree with that because usually a fighting game is only two people, depending on what kind of fighting game is like a brawler or a party fighter. You know, it can be up to like maybe 4 people or something. I can't say Dynasty Warriors fits that. Like, yes, there's a health bar. Yes, there's a special meter thing. There is a combo meter, but only the combo meter, or sorry, combo system goes up as long as you level up that particular character. And let's be honest, not all Dynasty Warriors games have been that good. I'm looking at you 6 and 9.
Wait. Bob actually has a counter argument for Rin. He said, "I will also have to make a counter argument to Rin's denial of Dynasty Warriors being a fighting game. Despite Dynasty Warriors having multiple minor enemies you fight, there are instances where you fight boss-like characters that they are on equal standing that you can have an intense he said have an intimate battle in close quarters, ignoring the minor enemies." And I think by minor enemies like the cannon fodder and mob. Yeah. That's in counter argument to you, Rin.
I would say that's hard to say.
I would say yes, that is true, but I would also add in because I did add the caveat that one has to be both characters are player controlled. And there's another aspect to it too. To the best of my knowledge, there's only there has there ever been a actual head-to-head versus mode in Dynasty Warriors?
In some games.
There was.
Some games.
Just 1v1. I pick Xiahou and you pick Xiahou Yuan, and it's just us dropped on a stage fighting each other.
Yeah, there was in the previous.
So that has happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in a few games, also in Warriors Orochi, they have some.
Wait, did they have that in Strike Force?
Like
I forgot if they had.
I don't think. I
never played Strike Force. I never played the handheld. But in that regard, then yeah, I would say that's a fighting game. Because I would say it's similar to why I don't consider the main combat or the main gameplay of For Honor to be a fighting game, because you can't in the same way you can't in the main they have the dueling mode, yes, but in the primary game mode, which is I guess I want to call it Warzone, I can't remember the name. What's the main game mode in For Honor again?
There's Breach, I think, and there's 4v4. 4v4 is the most common one. But that's the game type mode.
Yeah, it's the primary one where you have the cannon fodder, and then whoever scores the highest points, you can get points off of the cannon fodder.
There's another continuation of counter argument.
The one you have to conquer the A, B, and C territories.
Wait. To Rin, Both players must be player controlled. He's attacking this part of your argument. With this argument, you are saying Punch Out for the NES is not a fighting game? Question mark.
Ooh, see, Punch Out.
I
Yeah,
think
I would
that
say
is
no.
a sports game, technically.
Yeah,
Or
I
simulation.
I
kind of like Ready to Rumble.
no, I kind of disagree. I kind of disagree
Wait,
with that.
but they don't have. They do have a
'Cause
health light. I mean, a life bar on Punch Out.
Yeah,
Punch
but
Out
I would say
to
Punch Out.
Go ahead, Eddie. You can jump in the stage for your.
I think it's a beat 'em up, or yeah, I call it a beat 'em up.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like beat 'em up to me is like Final Fight, the Double Dragon, like all those old school games, where it's like that's like a beat up. I don't know. That's like boxing.
I guess
It's
it-
a
wait,
sports
can we-
kind of boxing game.
Wait, so is hack and slash still a term used, or is that not a thing anymore?
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's still a term used. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
I just want to make that clear.
The reason. Okay, so here's my reason that I see Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors as more of beat 'em ups or hack and slashes is because to counter argue what Mr. Bob or whatever your name is saying is that, and I don't mean any disrespect by that. I'm just saying that. So, yes, there are some intimate encounters with, let's say, high-ranking officers or whatever. But
just say Lubu.
yeah, Lubu or whoever the hell is higher than that. I don't know. Lubu's usually the strongest, but anyway, intimate encounters where usually the cannon fodder don't bother you. That's the only time they're usually a problem is if you put the difficulty on hard or chaos mode. I don't know why you would want to put yourself through that kind of torture.
I mean, I do. I did it 5. It's not hard.
I'm just saying, like, usually you have to be equipped to deal with that kind of stuff, right? So it's just, or it's a grindy kind of thing. Like, usually if you get hit too hard, you have to run away, you have to get a health item, then you have to go back to the opponent, chip away at his health. That's not a fighting game.
Wow,
Sorry,
Ren, they're really attacking your whole fighting game argument.
That's fine.
One person said by Rin's argument, Legend of Zelda and Majora's Mask is a fighting game.
No.
That's not what he said.
That's not the same thing. He also didn't even say that.
Wait,
That's not what he said at all.
To entertain it, does it involve intimate combat between two characters that are player controlled?
They put this in parentheses. Yes. From what I'm seeing, what they're saying here, they're referring to the boss battles in Legend of Zelda.
But they're not player controlled.
But
No.
Okay,
Like you have the player controlled character, which is Link or whatever the fuck you named your character, and then there's the boss.
okay, to entertain it, right? There are fighting games where you yourself can be player controlled, and there can be a NPC, right? That's in usual fighting games, but the NPC can also be controlled by another player. That's usually in a thing called versus mode. Okay, so it's a magical world called versus mode, right? Now, the thing with Link or other games that have boss modes, right, is that's an adventure game that usually has a boss that you can beat in a unique kind of way. It's not a traditional fighting game. It's not a party brawl. It's not a party fighter. It's not a brawling fighter. It's not a hack and slash.
I mean,
beat 'em up.
non-fighting games can have fighting game mode. Like,
Yes.
like for example, there could be, I know there's a bunch of older games that have like a secret versus mode, but it's not
Yeah.
the primary focus of the game.
But it makes it better.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
They're now okay. So another, I'm gonna just give this one, and I gotta move on to the other people. They're saying you can make the same argument with Kingdom Hearts being a fighting game.
No,
No,
you
you can't. That's a. Where is
that's an
everyone coming up
adventure
with this?
game.
Why are they comparing adventure games to fighting games now? I don't know where this is coming from. This is interesting to me.
Again, the adventure game, right? You do have a boss that you can fight and beat in a unique way, but it's not a unique verse. It's not a versus mode. It's
Wait,
not.
did I mention before when we first talked about it, relative power and ability?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay, I thought I did.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the other questions. Okay. I guess we'll get back to that because it's literally all the same thing. This one is to Loki, actually.
Hi.
They want to know why. Well, I'm gonna say part of this in Loki's defense. Loki did not say it's the best game in the world. All right.
No,
Yes,
he did.
quite the opposite.
Yeah, I don't think he said that, but let's entertain this question. The question is to Loki, why do you think that Skyrim is the best game in the world? How many hours did you play in it? And did you even beat the game, son?
Oh,
I have 7,000 hours in Skyrim.
You a
Fight
gamer,
me.
son?
Oh.
Wait, say that again, Loki.
I said I have 7,000 hours in Skyrim, roughly. That's about how much I had an Xbox. Yes, I beat it many times, and I've probably played it 3 times more than you have.
Ooh, there we go.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
think it's the
You
best
spent a
game. I
year
think
on
Oblivion's
Skyrim?
better than it.
Okay. Let's not attack audience, but
I'm not attacking. They attacked me.
that's why I came into your defense earlier. I'm saying you didn't say any of that. I think they're just putting words in your mouth at that point.
Yeah.
This one's to Goku.
Oh, hi, well, hello.
They said fellow Battletoad fan.
Ah,
Yes, Battletoads is probably one of the most difficult games I've ever played in my life. Why do you think that Battletoads is difficult for you, and what made you grow into Battletoads?
I don't know if I grew into it. Oh, I guess I grow into, yes. It was with my brothers. I had 3 brothers growing up, so we would fight over to play that game. You know, it really sucks when there's like an odd number of brothers that want to play. It was terrible. But anyway, that game was like just brought us together trying to beat that piece of crap. Not to say it's a piece of crap. It was just so, I don't know. Like, we played so many of those games growing up, like for Super Nintendo, but that Battletoads is the one that strikes me as like the one that made you angry, like made you want to throw the joystick down, because you would make one slip up, you were zoned in. I'm talking about the race, because the race, when you're on that stupid little hovercraft, that's probably the worst part of the game, just the hardest, because you have to memorize all the jumps, all those platforms that keep disappearing, flying everywhere, and then it starts speeding up too, and then you also have to jump. There's platforms that are completely gone, so you have to also, like, there's so many things you have to remember, and you're like, you think you're in this zone, you're making it, you're almost there, and then the stupid invisible wall that pops up in the top and it destroys you. That's when you're just like, I give up. I give up on life. It's like, hey, you have your brothers yelling and laughing at you, so it just destroys you.
No, they laugh at you. Go.
It's like, you suck. It's like, then you try to give them the joystick, and they're like, nah. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I don't want. I don't want to look stupid.
I have a lot of funny comments. I think you guys would enjoy a lot. You Loki and Gemini, you guys are gonna enjoy some of these comments. To Gemini.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing too much. I can't believe you called it. Are you sure you are not gay?
I fucking knew it.
You were waiting.
I fucking knew it.
You were waiting.
I was not expecting that at all.
I knew it. They just can't get over that I'm a straight guy that just sounds like this. I'm sorry.
Just head.
Another person says you sound like Bo Burnham.
Bo Burnham?
Oh, Burnham.
Nah, you don't sound like Bo Burnham.
I'll take that as a compliment, though. Thank you.
Bo Burnham sounds infinitely more sexy.
This is not even a question. It's a funny comment. So this one's towards Loki. Loki, don't take this comment seriously.
Hi.
I think it's stupid. They said, "Boy, you capping? You ain't play 7,000 hours of Skyrim."
I did. There was a point in my life where I played nothing but Skyrim because I had nothing better to do with my life, and I did it for almost 2 years of my school life.
There you have it. Whoever
it was either Skyrim or it was Smite, and Smite I have like 6,000 hours.
Is capping like a new term that I don't know? Like,
no,
it's been around for a year and a half.
It's been around for a while. Yeah.
Wow, DJ, you and me, we're old. We don't know the new kids' lingo.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. I know Fresh and Fit are using that word a lot. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah. What about goat? What about goat?
And also,
yeah, everyone knows goat.
Yeah, everybody
and also
knows
to that
goat.
person,
Not
take
me.
into account that's only Xbox. Hold on. How much do I have on Steam?
Oh, you're gonna pull that
what?
up.
I only have 47 hours on Steam. Oh, I put it on my cousin's one. Never mind. I don't play
That's it?
Skyrim anymore.
There's
I
a few more
assume-
questions. This one's to Falcon. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay.
To Falcon. Why do you believe that media is controlling what their perception of video games is to the younger audience, to today's generation?
I didn't say that not to the younger audience. What I said is media wants to have people have the perception that video games cause violence. They want people to be oversensitive to violence so that they can have them basically be more open to restricting people's usage of weapons for self-defense.
I hate to say it. I do agree with him.
Why do you hate to say it? It's okay.
Because I don't want to agree with him, but I'm a principled person.
Oh.
Logical argument always
find-
wins over the emotional argument.
Oh, Rin, this is actually a question for you as well. To Rin, other than Unreal Engine, what other engine do you think would be best for developing games?
Best?
Yeah.
I think Unity.
Yeah.
I worked in Unity when I was in college, and I had a really good experience.
I agree with that.
I can agree with that.
Unity is
Rin,
good.
what do you think of Lumberyard engine?
Never heard of it.
Well, okay, what do you think of Star Citizen?
Oh, you mean Frostbite?
Well, it's what's called Lumberyard now, I believe.
They switched it off with Frostbite. I don't know how much that cost. But how do I feel about it? Okay, whatever.
Oh wow!
I mean-
Wait,
No, I'm not gonna play the Star Citizen.
Wow, I actually have a question
Okay,
myself.
like I said, so
Oh,
When-
let's hear that.
if Star Citizen actually releases, 1.0, I will play it. I just don't think that'll ever happen.
and I send it to you directly, and you log in, we'll fly the same ships.
Yeah, I would love to, I would love to fly an Aurora with crew of players. I like the idea of Star Citizen. I don't think Chris Roberts and what's the name of the game studio again?
Robert Space Industries.
No. That's the name of the the website and the actual developer studio. I forget them.
So
But,
you wouldn't try it for free?
I just don't think they can do it. I honestly don't think they can do it.
If I send you Star Citizen by the middle of this month, directly into your... Dang, it doesn't go to Steam. But I just gifted it to you. you wouldn't download it.
No.
You would let that code just expire.
He would
It
refund it.
Okay, if it expires, I will redeem it. I won't download
Hmm.
it. What do you mean? Hmm.
Wow.
It's progress.
Okay.
I'll save my question for last.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
okay.
Hey, I got 847 hours on Elden Ring. I can't say
We all-
I can't say I
know.
played it that much.
I don't know how much I have actually. That would
I
be
have
an
like
interesting.
80 hours on Elden. I didn't enjoy.
I
it.
got all the achievements on
I
Elden
stopped
Ring.
enjoying it.
I
near the end.
goated it.
Me too, buddy.
But remember, I never beat the game, so think about that.
Does that make you better? Because you spent more
Uh,
time
Now,
and not finished it?
it blows your mind, doesn't it?
Oh wow, okay. That's interesting.
So I haven't
Alright,
finished.
So this is a question for all of us. And I guess we were just saying it. Did any of us play Elden Ring in the group?
Yeah,
And if so,
624 hours.
did you beat it? How many hours? And what was your build for the character that beat the entire
I
game?
beat the game 6 times. I played Magic 3 of those builds, and then I went Faith for 1 and Physical for 1.
Coward.
They're also asking if all of us beat what's her name? Melania?
Millennium. Never found
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna admit this live right now. It took me a while to beat her by myself, and that's just by myself.
I don't think I ever beat it by myself. I always summon.
Yeah, like that's all I'm gonna say. Like I did play Elden Ring for a while, and I guess I did this to challenge myself, but I never changed my armor until I got a slightly better upgrade version of my armor, which is a samurai armor. And then there's like a better samurai armor near the end of the game, and I just happened to take that one instead. It's really good for dex builds.
I got a question for us. Do you guys think it is now time for Microsoft to release the Xbox Classic in the same way that we get like NES and other classic consoles?
Ooh.
Please.
I don't think it'll sell.
Please. Which game? No. What games would be the ones on it? That's the thing. Because you know.
I'm gonna say something.
Wait. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna say, I don't think we're ever gonna have that because I think Microsoft is more or less putting all the Xbox games that they had through all Xbox consoles into one system, which is I think is like the Series X. Because they already did that for Xbox One, and I don't think they have any reason to release a classic console just to play those old games if they already have like something on one system already.
I mean, I see your point too, but at the same time, Nintendo is also putting their stuff on, part of
Switch.
the Switch,
Switch,
the
yeah,
Switch,
64,
yeah. But I think what it is like the novelty of having, like a miniaturized original Xbox.
Yeah,
that has a handful.
Now
It's the novelty of it.
what I think would come down to for that would be one of the creators of something that works for Microsoft. There was like, I would like a classic, and they would develop it, just for that, not a money making thing.
Oh, okay.
I think if they did it as like a limited release, I think it would sell like hot. I think it would sell out.
It obviously it would just be blowing. Yeah, it would be
the
impossible.
collector's value alone.
Like that. I would totally scalp that. I'm gonna put that out there. I totally scalp that shit.
Oh, Bob, I had
outed
no
himself as
idea.
villain.
That's I was reading what Bob was saying. Like I had no idea they ended the compatibility program. That's crazy.
They did. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had no idea that they even ended it. That just tells you how long I paid attention to fucking Xbox.
Wow.
I mean, either way, I don't really care. I mean, I guess because we got like a fucking, I don't know, we got that Game Pass thing where you just unlock every fucking game, I guess.
Games as service.
Yeah. Aren't they pushing that now with all the consoles? Like, oh, let's push this so everyone will have the game.
Subscription. Get games with subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing the fucking Netflix thing. That's
Video
stupid.
game Netflix.
Video game Netflix. Oh, that's crazy. I again, I'll take a look at that article later, Bob. But like, holy crap, I did not know they ended it. That means I can't play the older Dead or Alive. Sad.
Right. Maybe you can. Like, depends. I guess maybe it depends on which one.
I mean, I have the discs for all the old ones. That's the only reason why I got the Xbox One back, was just to play the old Dead or Alive 1 to 3 and 4.
Remember playing Dead or Alive 3 online, and you had the lobbies, and you had the fight on the big screen TV in the lobby.
Oh, Dead or Alive.
That was the coolest thing ever.
Great.
Yeah,
game,
I don't know why
great
they
game.
don't bring that back. That was such a cool thing. And then they're like,
And then
oh, fuck that.
Soul Calibur 5 had the global Calceo, and even in the lobby of Soul Calibur 5, you can have the fight in a pit view and still have like the text chat. It was spectating and chatting on fights is the coolest thing.
What was the Soul Calibur where you're on like a gigantic like map,
That was
right?
That was
That was
the
three.
Chronicle of the Sword.
Oh, was that 3? Because I remember that was fun. Like you
Yeah.
created your own character and you have to like battle like
Yeah.
these bandits that.
Yeah, it was a strategy game. It was cool. And
Yeah, I thought that was such a unique concept, and then they got rid of it.
It's like, bring it back. Bring it back.
There's a lot of things that I say that they should bring back, but they're not going to. So that's pretty sad in itself, honestly.
Yep, that's true.
There's actually more questions for Falcon, Gemini, and Loki.
I
hit him. Not
don't
literally.
don't hit me.
Figuratively.
Please. I'm very fragile.
Yeah, let's hear some Loki action.
What's up?
Okay, so because they didn't hear your opinion on it, I guess you didn't really say anything to it, but should most gamers convert from console to PC? If so, why do you think now is a good time to convert to PC?
Ooh,
Wait,
That's-
me?
That's for Loki, Gemini, and Rin.
Why are they asking Loki that?
No. I misread that. It's actually for you, Rin, and Gemini.
Wait, who's you?
Loki, Rin, Gemini.
Okay.
It's for all 3 of you.
I usually go for someone else though.
Go ahead. You guys can answer that together.
Who wants to stab at it first?
Yes. They should. Unless they don't have money for it, don't throw your money away on it. If you already have console and you're happy with it, be happy with it. But PC is just objectively better and has a wider range of games than any console could ever have, and the source of Steam and emulators.
Okay.
And if you don't like emulators, you're not a gamer. I'm sorry.
I agree with Loki with that wholeheartedly because you just have access to everything, honestly.
Yeah.
Except for original Xbox, because that emulator sucks dick and it won't let me play anything.
Yeah, if you don't know Linux, you're a rookie.
Yeah. This
sorry,
find
that
a
was me.
working Xbox 360 emulator. It might be.
Well, I
So,
wanted an original Xbox emulator, but the games won't emulate properly.
But my answer is no. No one needs to convert to
Yeah,
PC
be both.
from console.
But I was kind of
consoles are
wondering why they
perfectly
made it like a religious question.
PC's
Well,
master race.
I don't think you should sell your console for a PC. No, consoles
Do
have
it-
their place. They are good.
Do it if you're comfortable and you have
Sometimes.
the money for it. But
I
if you don't
mean,
have the money for it, don't do it.
I still have my PS3, and I'm not letting that go. It has one of my favorite Gundam games on there, Gundam Reborn.
I sold my Xbox for
The way
I know people like the Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3 better, but I do love Reborn.
the way I would answer
Everyone-
this is that is that
Stream
yeah,
versus
you
focus.
don't really have to. I'd say if you're not, you're not well off financially or anything. I'm not well off financially, and I have a little bit of everything. I don't have a PC or anything. I have a laptop, so it's not like high end or anything. But if you're more comfortable with consoles, you don't have to convert to PC because building a PC on your own is a lot of work and it can be somewhat expensive, especially if you want good parts. So, um, yes, PC definitely has more games that you can play. It definitely has more, high rendering, whatever you want to throw at it. But it's definitely more preference than, you know, whatever. Like it's not a obligation, you know.
Yep. Upgradability.
There's. All right, I guess we're going back to that conversation, but there's questions for you again, Ren, and me. But I'll start with yours.
Okay, you
Uh,
can do yours.
Yeah, are we missing one that you were earlier?
no,
too?
yeah, I'm actually shocked that I had some questions. So, mine is just like I guess a general question. They're asking me, to Okami, what fighting games do you play? Uh, and that was the
He plays
question.
Cross Tekken. I'm joking.
Cross Tekken. Oh my god.
Uh,
Well, if you're asking me what you did ask what my main fighting game is actually Dead or Alive. I used to go to major tournaments for it on the East Coast side, and yeah, just I grew up with Dead or Alive, so I guess mainly Dead or Alive. I will say Soul Calibur, but I'm not the best at it. I kind of suck at Soul Calibur. Um, and do I prefer 3D fighters over 2D? Actually, I love both. 3D and 2D doesn't matter to me. I love both. I love anime fighters too. I play Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear, so I don't have an issue with those type of fighting games at all. I don't. Okay, I'm not good at Mortal Kombat. I'm good at one of the older Mortal Kombat games. Specifically the one that came out in Nintendo 64. That was the last one I remember playing that I'm actually good at. But the recent like Armageddon and all that, I'm not good at those. I just like figure out a move and just spam it and hope to God that I win. If not, then I don't know, I just watch myself die. I think Killer Instinct is a little more interesting though.
Killer
Uh,
Instinct is badass. I
best
love
best
watching
game
it.
ever. Best game.
yeah, hell yeah. And this one is to Rin as well. Same question, same kind of questions actually. They're like, "What is your main fighting game?
Soul
Why do you
Calibur.
why do you like it so much? Who is your character in this fighting game?"
Cassandra, my girl, yo.
Oh, Cassandra, dude, that's pretty awesome. I know that.
Um,
I have been a Cassandra main since Soul Calibur 2.
they're asking you to list like 4 fighting games that you like, but
4 fighting games that I like.
Mhm.
Well, it might be a controversial one, but I love Gundam Extreme Versus. That would be my second favorite. And my main, it changes all the time, but I try to stick to. Well, I have my back. I'll say my pockets that I'll always go back to, which would be like the Gun Easy and Gundam Extreme Versus. Amazing backsuit. Another fighting game I play. One that I play a lot. That's a rough one. I don't play a lot of different fighters. I dabble. I play a little bit of Blaze Blue. I like Bullet a lot when Bullet's available. Otherwise, I
Good bullet
play.
is available.
Yeah. Another character, another game I play. I love Skullgirls. I like playing Eliza. I love Eliza. Yeah, I guess that's 5 games, right?
Yeah, no, I would say so. Okay, so
Okay.
this viewer is saying that Gundam Extreme Versus is not a fighting game. Oh boy.
Please don't go back to this. I don't care what's a fighting game anymore. They're all video games, aren't they?
What do you want to say in retort to that, Ren? You have the. I'm gonna say that it is a fighting game, but
Yeah,
again,
I'll say it meets my def.
I'll say even playing the game with Rin, locally, yes, it is. It is fighting.
When you get comboed on by a Reborns or a Bale, yeah, you'll change your tune.
Oh, this is interesting. They said if it wasn't at Evo, it's not a fighting game. I think that's
It was
unfair.
at
To say.
Evo.
That's really unfair. That's okay. Hold on. I'm gonna say a lot to that. First, that's a really unfair thing to say because there's a lot of fighting games out there that didn't make it to Evo because it's based on the popularity of that game and popular
Yeah.
vote on what they put
Like,
into Evo.
Doom's Fighting Herd was an Evo for like
Right, and that was a really good. That's
now it is.
Yeah, it's actually a really good fighting game. Yeah, it looks stupid on hindsight and doofy, and yeah, it's supposed to be for My Little Ponies, but now the player base is full of furries and bronies.
Let's go.
But
My Little Pony
anywho,
has a lot of good lessons for kids
besides
to learn.
the point, yeah, it actually has what was it, that netcode thing, backward or I forgot.
Code?
Yeah, they have that. Damn, I can't even think anymore.
Dive kick? I think dive kick's a fighting.
Yes, that would be considered a fighter, I guess.
Oh, I hate playing it, but I like it.
But isn't it the thing where you just you have that one move where you're just dive kicking into people, right? And then you
Yeah.
have a health bar and whatnot. Yeah, that essentially is a fighting game because
It's
you have
the footsies of Street Fighter the game.
It's like that one game with the samurai, where it's you're basically doing the same thing except for it's with swords. I forget what the game is called, but you know what I'm talking about.
I agree with you, Bob. But it's like what we were saying earlier. It's really unfair to discount other fighting games that didn't have a spot at Evo, especially the side stage games that don't receive a lot of praise. My favorite game, Dead or Alive, is up there in side stage. It never got main stage.
Now, if a game loses its spot at Evo, is it no longer a fighting game?
Yes.
Uh,
I'm kidding.
Let's actually wait for that response. There's so many questions to this because they're saying that
is Tekken a fighting game?
that's interesting because someone in the audience is saying a fighting game is what you make it to be.
Sure.
Yeah, like Virtual Fighter.
Yeah.
A fighter game.
Yeah, Virtual On.
Virtual On.
Yeah, Virtual On Mars.
Oh.
Like it was shit back in the arcade.
So wait.
About that.
So do you guys agree a fighting game is whatever you make it to be?
Yeah,
Sure. You
it's
can
the same
define
with like
whatever.
beat 'em up, all that. Yeah,
Yeah, I can create my definition. They can create theirs. Yeah.
it's a lot better that way.
Awesome. Finally, I can finally
think-
say that Hello Kitty Adventure is a fighting
There
game.
we go.
Ah, damn it. We
I
should
can
have kept
finally,
All right, wait. We have to have exceptions though. That one, not no.
I can finally say,
No, Hello Kitty
finally
Adventure
say
is a
that.
fighting game. Leave me alone.
I can
Wow.
finally say
Okay.
that.
So this is towards Loki. They
Suck.
said Loki sucks. Sylvie is better.
Yep.
I actually get the joke here.
I don't get it.
I don't
I'm,
get it.
I'm Loki from Smite, which is probably worse than whatever you said.
No, I get the
Oh,
reference.
he means the show Loki. Okay.
Yeah,
that
he's
show, yeah.
referencing Marvel.
Never
it's
watched
great,
Loki.
It's a great damn show.
Jokes on you.
How dare you not like Tom Hiddleston?
You suck.
No,
No
wait,
wonder
I
why
can't-
they said you suck.
I have a Loki figurine, or not figurine. I got a Loki thing I got from Vegas.
You mean doll?
That's no, it's a what do they call these things? A piggy bank. That's just Loki from the Marvel show.
Oh wow, we have a disagreement in the audience. They said a fighting game is not what you make it to
Uh-oh.
be. A fighting game has its established lines.
Don't care, didn't ask.
Wow.
Thank you.
I love how
Next.
this one topic effectively took over the whole show. What is a fighting?
Well, that is the question, right? What is a fighting game?
Are you fighting against somebody else? Or fighting
Can we
against the
just-
boss?
can-
Are you
can
fighting
we-
against winning? It's a
Can we,
fighting
out
game.
of spite, just
Fighting
say
against-
it's whatever you make it to be?
I'm
Just leave it
fighting
on
to
that.
win. I'm fighting to win. It's a fighting game.
Wow. I'm not even going to say what they were saying about Gemini and Loki.
Oh, damn it!
No, say it. Tell me.
No, yeah, come on, bring it. I ain't afraid.
They're
Viewer
basically saying
discretion
that
is
both of you have
advised.
no idea what a fighting game is and shouldn't talk on it.
Yeah, I don't care.
I
And
don't
I
know
also
what a
didn't
fighting
ask you,
game is.
so
I don't know what a fighting game is.
Just to be clear, Gemini does know what a fighting game is. I've played them in fighting games before.
I tried bringing peace to that topic before, so
We
okay.
don't need peace. We need
Just
conflict. We need good content.
just
Yeah.
because I meme
mean, they
doesn't
have-
mean I don't know
They
what
have
it is.
fighting games and they have Killer Instinct, which was the best fighting
They-
game ever.
They just said, "Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna put. These are just stop.
Guys,
All right, I'm
I
gonna
think
say
we're
this
forgetting
again.
about the best fighting
Please
game.
stop. Please stop. Attacking the speakers.
Oh, please
It
attack
doesn't-
me. I will attack you
No,
right back.
stop. Okay, please stop attacking the speakers. There's no reason for that at all. Okay, so just leave it at that. Loki did not mean to attack whoever you guys think he attacked. Just leave it at that.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me establish something. Everything I say, for the most part, unless I'm being serious, but you can tell I'm being serious because I'll have a serious voice, is a fucking meme. And if you get offended by it, I didn't ask. You
Okay.
can ask Kukami. I'm
Okay,
never
yeah,
fucking serious.
That's fine. That's fine. It's whatever.
That's fine. Wow, a lot of these are a lot of questions. Okay, so to Rin, there's 6 people asking the same question,
Okay.
and I guess
Oh, now I'm scared.
yeah, they're saying, why do you wholeheartedly believe that Smash is like Tekken and Street Fighter? I don't think he said that.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't remember him saying that.
He never. Okay, so he never said that it was.
They're similar.
Oh,
They're
not
okay.
the
So at the
same.
end of this question was define what you mean by they're the same. That's towards you, and I don't know. I
No,
don't
they're
know how
not
to.
the same. I mean, Tekken
No,
and Street
yeah.
Fighter aren't the same. They're similar. Smash is similar to them.
They also just said you don't know what a fighting game is. Then
Okay.
That's where they
We didn't ask.
Yeah, he's not. Okay. Let me speak on that real quick, right?
Don't defend me.
No, shut up. You shut up. Let me speak on that real quick, okay?
Shame.
When he was talking, right, about that, he was saying that to him, not to you guys, okay? And this is no disrespect to any of the audience, but to him, he finds some similarities in Smash Brothers, Super Smash Brothers, that he can also see in Tekken and Street Fighter. That's
Yeah,
all he said. That there were some similarities.
Yeah,
Some
and this-
similarities.
In the same way, I see some similarities between Doom and, and Devil May Cry.
wow, they just called Loki a 12-year-old boy.
Let's
Okay.
not get into that. Let's not get into
Don't
that.
care, didn't ask. I'm gonna be honest.
That's a good answer right there.
I'm up here, you're down there. Who's really the 12-year-old?
Let's not. Just-
I'm still kidding, and whether you think I'm a 12-year-old or not, I don't care.
It's okay,
Wow.
Loki. You know I love you.
I love him more.
Yeah, true.
What the? This sucks.
Wow. Okay, so they said that Falcon has more reason than Loki and Gemini.
Yeah,
What?
because I don't bring reason. I bring chaos.
Chaos.
That
Please
is
give
the
me a
reason
soda.
I'm here. I literally don't. I will be serious if needed, but at the same time, I don't care enough. I do love you all, though. Especially you, person who called me a
don't-
12-year-old.
Loki, we're doing chimps.
We're doing chimps? I don't know what that means.
Wait, I didn't.
Only
Wait.
basic.
Oh, I'm not a 12-year-old.
I am. No, not you. I was talking to specifically the person who called me a 12-year-old, and I gave him kissies.
Oh boy.
Sissies.
Okay, I'm just gonna reiterate this again. Please stop attacking Loki and Gemini and any other speaker. You may attack Rin.
Yeah.
He won.
attack
Yeah,
me.
I didn't do
Focus your
anything to
hatred on
anyone.
me.
Dude,
And
no,
Falcon,
I
if
want
you,
hate.
and Falcon, if
Hey,
you want to.
No,
I'm
only
actually
I'm
getting
allowed to
really
hate him.
tired of saying this to the audience over and over again.
Wait,
Stop
what
attacking.
happened?
I want to
Stop
be
attacking people.
attacked. I'll beat them off with. I'll beat their dicks off with both hands.
Oh my god.
Well,
Loki,
all right.
you can't assault
Oh,
the
we actually
audience.
we have an interesting question for Falcon.
Ooh.
To Falcon, do you think that FPS games that are becoming more realistic with VR can be used for more police training, or
Yes, I do
those
believe
that
it'd be
have,
good.
or for those that want gun training, should we use that for a form of gun training?
VR and FPS games are becoming so immersive that you actually can use it for gun training. If you and it would be a good thing to try because I know in Onwards I learned real quick. I can't shoot that well.
Interesting.
I don't know. I mean, if I can jump in on that one, I mean, technically speaking, flight simulators, are military actually does use flight simulators. Those are technically video games in a sense. So I would think I don't think it's there now, but it could definitely be there. Yeah,
I would not survive a
you just
gunfight.
train soldiers virtually.
Mhm.
I don't see why not. Get that
So-
holodeck going.
The U.S. Army also uses something that's virtual for training already. We use it for like what 5-10 years something.
Ooh, okay. So there we got.
All two.
Okay, we're gonna do a few more questions and we'll end it soon. So this one is going to Goku and Gemini.
Okay.
Oh, similar question to Lynn. Do you guys think that FPS games that are becoming more realistic should be used for gun training or educating those for guns?
Yeah, you could definitely use it to educate people on gun safety, especially when it comes to finger triggers, finger safety.
Wait, what?
Okay, Goku, do you want to go first?
Wait, say this again. Sorry, repeat it. I just walked in. What was the question?
Goku, how about this? Rather than a
It's
shooting
essentially the
range, what
same
if-
question as what
How'd I do that?
Falcon had. They're just asking if it's good to use for gun training for those that don't have.
Oh, for
gun
virtual.
training.
Oh, for the
Yeah.
using virtual reality. Yeah. I mean, definitely. Have you seen like a lot of the a lot of them have how you recoil and everything like that? I don't know. I feel like it. I feel like it's great, especially because you can actually do all that with the body armor and mounting stuff like that. They have a lot of cool stuff. I think it could be used for it. Definitely.
Yeah, the Naruto Guncom 2 is so realistic.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah. Well. Yes.
Oh my God! No, Gemini is not gay. Moving on now.
Thank you. Thank you.
we just pass on those. We just pass on those now.
And a Gemini
Okay,
fan club
so
girls evermore.
wait, Rin, we have an Armored Core question.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
What is the highest acceptable rate of acceleration that you believe should be possible in Armored Core 6?
That should be possible.
Yes.
You mean like top speed or?
Bob was the one that asked the question.
Oh, okay. Of course. So, hit kilometers per hour. I know the answer he wants. He wants like 5,000 kph. But I'm gonna say as a serious answer, I think ideally, because we do know that there is quick boost. I would say with quick boost, 500 kph. I think that would be I would say while boosting, your average speed should top out around, I would say closer to Last Raven speeds. So getting like 100 to 200, and quick boost will push you up to 500. I think that will be a good speed.
Oh, we got a serious question for Loki. It's actually a mature one for once.
What up?
Ooh.
It's a mature one. Oh my god.
No, I know. I said what up.
To Loki, what is a game that you play that no one else can beat you at?
Smite.
Fuck.
Smite.
Fuck.
Smite. That's it. That's
Fuck.
it. Smite.
Fuck. He's probably-
1v1 means Smite.
He's probably right.
I'm gonna start
I
downloading
am
Smite.
right. All right, download Smite, motherfucker.
He's probably right. He's probably right. He's probably
Smite equivalent of
The
Nuketown.
confidence.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I have confidence. I've kind of played that game.
We got a betting pool in it.
Oh shit. Let's go. It's
Have a
Smite time.
bankroll in it.
They said if Falcon 1v1s, you can 1v1 in Smite.
Oh,
Yeah, you won't be
dude.
on Smite. There's a dual game mode.
Someone just put $100 on Falcon.
Okay, then they're gonna lose $100.
Falcon. You watch, you're gonna disappear.
Wait,
right now.
do I get the $100? Because I am down right now. Falcon, download Smite so I can your fucking cheeks in.
Falcon, we're gonna record this. You better get your ass on there right now.
That's gonna be very interesting.
It's
Is it-
not
what
gonna
about-
be interesting. It's gonna be a fucking wash.
Alright, guy,
because
this-
he hasn't played the game.
We're hosting a new
I've-
live event.
I just on Steam since I switched over from Xbox to computer. I almost have 2,000 hours. I have
Downloading
much
Smite
more on
Live.
console. He's downloading Smite Live. Okay, I'm just gonna I'll play a fucking low tier. I don't care.
Is this
No,
real?
Loki,
Is,
Loki.
this is really going
Me
down.
and you 1v1 in Smite, but you gotta 1v1 me in Valorant.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Oh,
one you in Valorant. I can't. Aim.
Oh. Okay. This is interesting.
this is a
59 minutes
challenge.
remaining on download.
There's a bet on Rin actually.
That's not fair.
For what?
Smash Brothers
What the
Oh,
hell?
okay.
Okay, against
Uh,
who?
against you.
What? No.
Oh, okay. If it was against anyone else,
Let's
in the group,
go.
lose. I could totally beat Gemini in Smash. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
wait,
we've,
can I find
we've
him
seen
Smash?
that already.
We've
We've
already
seen
seen.
that
We've
already.
already seen
Pick
this.
somebody
huh?
else.
Oh my god, that's funny. No, I'm not
somebody
doing that. I'm not doing.
Yeah, no. Go against Ren. Do that.
Go,
No.
go,
That's not what they asked.
One of us. One of
They
us.
said for everyone that's in chat right now, play 8-player Smash, and whoever wins.
Ukami's gonna
It's
win.
a fine fighting game.
Whoever wins hosts the next show.
No, they said they're putting down 1,000.
You don't have
That's
$1,000 to put down on fucking Smash Bros. Shut up.
I is this salty bet for like speakers?
Salty bet.
Right?
Bro, I need to
Salty
watch
bet
that
for
again.
speakers.
But I was gonna say something.
Okay.
How about Bob's question about the Xbox Series?
The
Oh,
release
okay.
of Xbox Classic.
Question for the group: do you think the Xbox Series X is holding back innovation in video game development? No, I don't think so.
What I think though that Microsoft did that was an error in their part is the discontinuation of the Kinect.
No, yeah, I agree.
Whoa, we
The
got
Kinect
a
was
lot
pretty
of
good. The Kinect was
we-
pretty good. It was fun. It was
just
interactive.
in.
I used it. It was
They
great on
actually
the
want to
PC.
see it. They want to see it. They're making a banner for Falcon versus Loki.
Oh
Do it.
shit,
In Smite. Oh.
dude! I'll get down on this.
A picture of one.
Yo,
black
I'll
Falcon
put some
and
money in
two
on
Loki
this.
We should make a banner for this. Like on the red corner, we got Loki. On the blue corner, we got
Wow,
Black
here we
Falcon.
go.
Okay, wait, hold on. Falcon, have you ever played Smite before?
I've seen Twitch people play it. So
Have you
that's
ever
the same.
played a MOBA?
He has played League of Legends at least once.
Yeah.
League of Legends.
Okay, then you're not gonna win. No offense. It's just
All I
MOBAs
need to do
take
is just get a
knowledge.
grasp of the
I
game mechanics.
don't
and
have a
just make
dog
big
in this
brain.
race.
It's just
There's
Loki.
also a
It's
funny
little
challenge for
different.
Loki and Falcon. They're saying they should 1v1 in Smash.
I don't have a dog in this race.
I have to hook up
Do
my
if I put one in the race for you.
Say what?
I'm gonna buy
Oh my
it up.
god, what is this?
You're
Okay,
gonna
so
buy
the
a
matchup,
dog in the race
the
for
matchup is this: Goku versus Okami, Rin versus Gemini, and Falcon versus Loki. Why am I fighting Goku?
We
Okay,
can't.
there's-
We can't record this. What do you guys? Not. I don't think any of us have a fucking capture card for the Switch.
I have
mean,
an
I do,
I have an
but
Elgato.
I can do it. But like, I will say this: the only video game that Gemini can beat me in is Anarchy Reign, and that's
Oh,
because I don't
yeah,
care enough to actually try to beat him.
Yeah, but I don't have Anarchy Reigns
And
anymore.
all that game sucks.
Wait, doesn't Loki play Anarchy Reign, or I think of another Reign game?
You have no idea what we're talking
You're
about.
thinking of Risk of Rain.
Oh,
my boy.
oh, this is very interesting. They're saying we should duke it out in For Honor.
No.
Yes.
I have
Wrong,
that
For
for the
Honor.
PlayStation, and
you
it's not
can't make me.
compatible with the PC.
Really?
I think we should
Um,
fight it out in Shrek Super Slam. Thank you very much.
All
That
right,
part
so
no,
back to
no.
the audience he goes.
I think we
Good
should
RPO
fight
part.
it out in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Whoever can beat it first wins.
Just kidding. Come back. We got Tomo in here as well.
I can also
Tomo,
come
yeah,
back.
he's probably waiting to play fucking GoldenEye.
All right.
Oh, that
So
was today.
yeah, that was
yeah,
actually,
it was
yeah. That's
actually
why I'm
like
trying
an
to.
hour
That's
and a
why
half
I'm trying to rush finishing this. All right. Last two questions, and then we're gonna end it here.
How dare you?
Wait, Tomo's here.
Oh.
This is a question
let's
for
not end it.
Hey,
everyone. Actually,
Tomo, answer first.
well, no, he wasn't here for. Okay, so this is for everyone before Tomo got here.
Shit.
Okay, just all right. There you go, Eddie. You can come in. Don't speak. What? Okay, so for all of us in the group, what is the best JRPGs that we've ever played? In our opinion,
Recently, or just
In
Does
general.
Zelda count?
in general?
yeah, I guess Zelda counts.
I'm
Breath of the
gonna
Wild.
I'm gonna go with the Secret of Mana, or Secret of Mana. That game changed my life. I loved that. That was my first well, besides Final Fantasy,
Wait.
of course.
Wait, Goku. I'm sorry, a slight deviation. Goku, if we set up Parsec, do you want to play Secret of Mana multiplayer?
I would definitely do that.
Let's go. Hold on. Alright,
Badass.
anyway. Loki's favorites are Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne and Persona 3.
Those are actually good choices.
Yeah, I know.
I'll say I can't remember of any like long time ago, but recently I'll say the Yakuza Like a Dragon.
My all-time favorite, Lost Odyssey.
I think I'm gonna stick with my
Correct
guns on this
answer.
one, but I'm going to say
Final Fantasy 7.
no, not
True!
no. I was gonna say Xenosaga.
Okay.
And here's the last and final question. Let's see.
Make it be for Loki.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. What is our favorite zombie game?
Oh, favorite zombie game?
Yeah, they specified zombie game.
Call of Duty. Black Ops. Black Ops.
I'm gonna say this
zombie
is
part?
very. This is just my opinion. I guess this is objective. I'm gonna throw Project Zomboid out there. Shout outs to the developers of Project Zomboid.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
All right.
I like that game.
So we finally got through all these questions. For everyone that is here, thank you for joining. Thank you, our special guest Loki that came in. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. I'm glad I told you guys.
I hope you can return because you have a lot of questions that are.
Ask
highly-
them. Give me a speed round. Give me a speed round right now.
No. We're ending this.
No. Give me a speed round.
No. Okay. Anyway,
Come on.
Follow me on Twitch.
This is
If I
Hoshido
get 200
Podcast
followers, I'll
3.
stream.
Thank you so much for everyone that came and for those that are watching. We will try to host another podcast sooner
I
than
already have
usual.
200 followers? Oh, I bet 177.
Thank you
So,
for.
I followed you today. You
I
should make me
think-
mod.
I think where I'm gonna ballpark our next podcast would be either the 15th or the 19th of this month. I'm not sure yet.
So
Gotta
in
talk
2
it with
days?
the group. No. I'm talking about our next podcast.
Yeah, that's in 2 days. The 15th is in 2 days.
Yeah, you mean in 3 days?
15th?
Yes.
Oh well, because
It's
it
the 13th.
hasn't
Oh,
it hasn't
sorry.
reached
Not-
him
I
yet.
forgot. Your inferior time zone.
Right.
True.
You're in the
Facts.
future. I'm in the past. Got it.
Wow.
Anywho, this is Hoshido podcast. This is Okami, Goku, Rin, Gemini, Falcon, and
I love
Loki.
that you guys still
Favorite
think I'm gay.
guy.
Thank you.
He's only gay for me. Get it right.
Oh my God.
Muchacha.
I'm gay.
All right, guys. Thank you for being here.
Adios.
And for those that are signing up for, actually, hold on. Gonna end this.
Go to our website.
He never told me where I could see these comments. I'll answer.
Whoa.